In this video, I'm going to cover 3 volume indicators on TradingView that every trader should know. The first one is volume composition, this one, which is an editor specs indicator and written by quantified tools. This indicator is an advanced volume indicator that gives you more information than just total volume in a time period. As you can see, volume bars are added to the price chart, but they have different colors, different shapes, and below each bar, there are some information about what happened in each time period. The top of the gray part of the bar shows total volume, net sum of all volume in each period, including buy volume, sell volume, passive volume, and active volume. So considering top of the gray part is just total volume, similar to an ordinary volume bar that you probably know. But this is not all that we have with this indicator. We can also find out if buyers were dominant in each time period or sellers, if there were more passive volume or active volume. Here in the middle part, I mean the middle part of each volume bar, the color is either dark green or dark red. This shows dominating passive volume. When it is dark red, this level shows dominating passive sell volume, and when it is dark green, this level shows dominating passive buy volume. And here in the lower part of each bar, it is either light green or light red, and it shows dominating active volume. When it's light green, this level shows dominating active buy volume, and when it is light red, the level shows dominating active sell volume. You may wonder, what are passive volume and active volume, or where do this information come from? When there is an upside movement of the price, for example, another green candle is closed after a green candle, and this is happening with a volume higher than the previous bar volume, it's an active buy volume. But when we have volume lower than the previous bar volume, it is a passive buy volume. We have the same for dominating sell volume. When we have downside movement of the price and a candle is closed lower than the previous candle, and this is happening with volume higher than the previous bar volume, it is an active sell volume. But for the downside movement of the price, if we have volume lower than the previous bar volume, it is a passive sell volume. These informations are calculated by the help of a lower time frame. For example, here on this chart, we are on 1 hour time frame, and the indicator is using 5 minutes time frame to calculate active and passive volume. If we go to the settings of the indicator, here in this part, we can see the default lower time frame for each of the time frame. Alright, now you may wonder, what are the use case of active volume and passive volume? When we have a larger portion of active volume, I mean more dominant active volume in a time period while the price increased in that time period, this is a preferred situation. Similarly, having more dominant active volume while the price is decreasing is a preferred situation for us. So generally, having higher level of active volume while the price went to a direction similar to the color of the dominant side, it's a preferred situation. We have also a moving average line here, which by default is a 20 period moving average, and it will help us to know when we have total volume higher than the average or lower than the average. Also, sometimes we have these small labels which shows when passive dominant volume is higher than the threshold, which is set by default at 70%. So when the percentage of the passive dominant volume is higher than 70%, we have these labels on top of the bar. The percentage of passive dominating volume is also shown here below each bar. For example, here this is 77%, so here we have the label at top of the bar. In the next line, these numbers are dominating active volume as a percentage of the total volume, and whenever the dominating active volume is higher than 70% of the total volume, we have these small triangles. This indicator is a very powerful volume indicator on TradingView platform that, besides providing information about total volume in each period, it also gives us more details about what happened in each time period. By the help of this indicator, you can have a deeper analysis of volume to effectively evaluate buying and selling pressure in the market. The next volume indicator is volume delta. We add this one, which is written by someone named Hap Harmonic. This is also a very powerful volume indicator on TradingView platform that every trader should know. This is not just an ordinary volume indicator. Besides the total volume for each period, it also gives you the ability to evaluate buying and selling volume separately for each period. Here we have a table that shows live information for the current candle that is forming on the chart. It shows the amount of buying and selling volume separately, their percentages, and the net amount of volume until now for this candle. Here we have volume bars which are similar to an ordinary volume bar, but each bar has two colors as you can see. The colors will help you with percentage of buying and selling volume separately. Red for selling volume and blue for buying volume. So in each period you can effectively evaluate the percentage of buying and selling volume. If you see less red and more blue, this shows higher buying volume, and if you see less blue and more red, this shows higher selling volume. This is very useful for confirming the buy-sell signals that you have from your trading strategy. The percentage of buying or selling volume is also reflected on the price chart, but here the dominant one is actually the color of the candles. We have also two moving average lines with buy-sell signals based on their crossings, which in case if you use moving average crossovers in your trading strategy, you can use them with your desired settings. This indicator, by providing percentage of buying and selling volume separately in each period, it helps you to effectively analyze buying and selling pressure in the market and confirm the buy-sell signals that you have from your trading strategy. The next indicator is volume order flow profile. This one, which is written by Algo Alpha. As the name is indicating, this is about volume profile and volume order flow. Volume profile is based on the aggregation of volume over specific price levels within a given time frame. It helps in identifying areas of high activity, high volume, and low activity. In contrast, order flow shows real-time order entries offering insight into supply and demand conditions. So this indicator is a versatile tool that helps you to understand dynamics of buying and selling pressure within a specific look-back period. Here in the right side of the chart, as you can see, we have two-sided horizontal bars, and they are divided for each price range as you can see. Here in the settings of the indicator, by default, the indicator is set at comparison mode. We have also another mode which is net order flow. I continue with comparison, and later I will explain the net order flow. When we are in comparison mode, we have both of buy and sell volume for each price range. The left part, which is green, is buy volume, and the right part, which is red, is sell volume. So for each price range, we can see the total activity separated as buying and selling volume, and this gives us the ability to evaluate buying and selling volume separately for each price range. Now if we go to the settings of the indicator and we change the profile type to net order flow, here you can see that the indicator shows net total volume in each price range without showing buying or selling volume separately. Better to choose the comparison mode so you can effectively evaluate price ranges where there is a considerable difference between buying and selling volume, which makes those levels more significant and more likely to hold in the future, while the other two volume indicators helps you with volume analysis in each time period. This volume indicator helps you with volume analysis in different price ranges, and this helps you to effectively analyze significant levels in the market that may hold in the future. I have a complete guide to this indicator explaining all the details and how you can use it in trading. The link is also placed in the description, and I highly recommend you to watch it so you learn how you can use this volume indicator in your trading strategy. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and leave a comment for me. I'll answer your questions as soon as possible. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so you get the notifications of my new videos. See you guys in next video, and good luck with your trading.